Hello friends and family. I know I've been a little slower on the videos. I have a lot going on in life right now, so I've been staying pretty busy. I wanted to go ahead and do a gardening video. This is going to be my first gardening video. And originally I was waiting until I got pretty much to the point I want to be, but quite frankly, this is taking years. I've already been working on it for 2 years to even get to where I'm at, and there's so far to go. So when you see it, you're going to see a hot mess. But if you knew where it came from and where it started, you might be amazed. My father was actually the gardener in the family, but I have named my garden, and I'm kind of doing it the English way, where the whole yard they consider their garden. I'm naming it Ruth's Hope Garden. You know, my father may have been the major gardener, but my mother was the sunshine. I honor them with this, but I give glory to God. Let's take a walk and see what's going on. So Kentucky is humid, subtropical climate with lots of precipitation. In here on the front porch, I'm plant sitting for one, but that larger bush is a blueberry bush, and it actually did very well this year with quite a few blueberries. And I keep my thyme up there because thyme doesn't like a lot of water. Now this is an old fixer-upper house, and it's in various stages of renovation, so trust me, it's a mess. But it is so far better than it used to be. When we moved in, we couldn't even get through that grass because it was so high, and there was dead possums and all kinds of stuff in there. And this little area only had one rose bush in there, and I wanted to build it up more, so I added more plants. And if any of you friends are from Moab, you would recognize that metal sculpture that was there is from an artist there in Moab. This is honeysuckle. I put it in a pot thinking I would be safe because I love the smell of honeysuckle. Well, it turns out I've learned that it's not the roots that are the problem, it's the birds. The birds pick up the seed and they carry it everywhere and spread it on their vines everywhere, and I didn't want that to happen, so I have since thrown that one particular plant out. And when I scroll back, you'll see this is what happens. That's actually a dead bush on a neighbor's. It's actually a vacant house, and it's completely crawling with honeysuckle. Not from something I planted. I've got baby plants everywhere. And actually, when we moved in, there wasn't grass here either, and it's come back naturally just from cleaning up the yard. That wagon wheel is an antique from Texas, and I got baby plants here. That one's going to have some pretty purple flowers. Those pokey ones are Japanese sky pencil, and they will grow tall and kind of slim and give us a little more privacy. This entire area, I'm planning to make a garden walkway. Now, I've already put all the plants in it, but I'm going to be trenching it out a bit because the dirt should not be against the house. And over the time with the precipitation here and whatnot, a lot of mud has come down against the house. So that's going to be trenched out. But the one side is going to be all garden, and I'm going to have the plan is actually I'm going to go grass-free in my yard. I'm not fond of spending a day a week out there huffing and puffing, sweating in this climate. That plant that was up there on the chair is a New Jersey tea. And during the Civil War, you know, when the soldiers were so poor, it doesn't have caffeine, but they would actually brew those leaves and make tea for themselves. All these plants have been put in. They're all very young. There's another Japanese sky pencil, yucca. Sometimes they have a little hard time because I'm having trouble with the vines coming up over the reed fence I've put in. That plant right there is a mistake. I bought it from, I believe, Home Depot, and it was called Nandia. Well, and you can see the border I'm putting in to try to keep the land from sliding down anymore. We live on a hill. And actually in those cinder blocks, not only do I have that mulch, but I have pieces of cardboard to block the weeds and grass. And also I hammered down some metal spikes that hold the bricks in place. There's more fern. This is bird of paradise plants. And I will probably have to protect them a little more over the winter. That is my happy place. That is a hot tub. That barking noise, yeah, that's my own dog. You're going to see all that mess there. This entire area was completely covered with thicket, vines, wild trees. That bridge is a project I've been working on. I'm not done painting it yet. And it's going to end up back over. Okay, my silly girl, she's just going off there. I've got also next in front of the hot tub there, those little tiny ones are baby pomegranate trees and a key lime tree. And that, coming across here is some more blueberry bushes. When I turn back this way, you'll see where that bridge is actually going to go, because it gets pretty muddy right there. We do get a great deal of rain here. That old, rusted, nasty fence full of vines and wild trees is coming down. This I just bought. The column I bought yesterday and repainted, and I love it in that spot right there. I've got lots of hibiscus, lots of things going on with renovation. Fire pit area over there. I have the dog run. They get the back porch and they get to run in the middle of the yard. And the reason is because it's been my experience with these big dogs. I have a Great Pyrenees and also a German Shepherd. And I used to have another German Shepherd, but unfortunately he passed away. And it's been my experience that they can be a bit destructive in the fence lines because they want to kind of carry on with the neighbor dogs. So we chose when we moved here, all that firewood is from cutting down trees that were in the perimeter and in the way. That is a Golden Delicious apple tree. I can't find Golden Delicious apples in the store anymore. There's Broly's grave. That rocking horse there is an antique I picked up from somebody and repainted. There's my UTV. All of that fencing there will be coming down, and I'll be putting up just a slim, easy fence with also putting the reed on it for a little more privacy. Fire pit area, dog run. They have plenty of room to play and interact. And actually, you know, that deck there my son put in, and I mean the one for the dogs on the lower area, and it's great. I love it. Also the fountain there. A couple of the fountains that are in the yard, that's a Captain Crunch nectarine tree. This, if you can see how built up all that brush is, that brush on that fence is actually been cut back somewhat. That extended, and that rusty fence extended all the way up to the front sidewalk. So it's been quite a chore. You know, this old lady just isn't what she used to be, and I'm pretty slow. I work on it a little bit at a time. I try to get out as often as I can. Honestly, working in a garden has helped me with grief. And at first it was just an outlet for grief, to get out there and be creative and just get out there and labor, but over time it became a labor of love. But the garden is my happy place, and I just enjoy seeing what it's becoming. And I know it's not there yet, but it will be. And you know, you don't have to live in a perfect area, but your home is what you make it. God bless you, my friend.